Hello, it's me.
What is up, YouTube? Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are. There is some awesome stuff going on in the world right now. So, if you are not aware, Donald Trump and Japan just got a deal done. And this is a deal that Japan's new leader, which is a female, by the way, um, decided to work up to reduce the tariff down to 15%. Now, if you guys are not aware, if you look at the history of our tariffs, it has been completely and totally unfair. Like there's nothing that comes remotely close to what we were accepting as good business practices across the world with trade. So with this reset, you're going to see a lot more income coming in, and eventually, with Trump's new tariff policies, it may even do away with income tax. The government shutdown definitely put a hurt on the tariffs that came in, so we had to pay for that, and we'll see that directly. But now that the government is back open, this is a very good thing. So check this out, guys.
And across the ocean, President Trump continuing his Asia tour, meeting with Japan's new prime minister. The two leaders pledging a golden age of alliance and securing a critical minerals deal.
I love his USA hat. Like Trump is the only president you have to understand that wears a hat and a suit. He has a MAGA hat in different colors and he has the USA hat. So I mean, just like what a G, man.
The commander-in-chief
What a
also
G.
taking time to address U.S. troops on board the USS George Washington.
Look at that. He goes, "Hiya."
And unlike past administrations, we
Let's
will
go.
not be politically correct. You don't mind that, do you?
No, go ahead. Say the F word again.
We're no longer
We want to hear it. Say the F word.
defend our country any way we have to, and that's usually not the politically correct way. From now on, if we're in a war, we're going to win the war. We're going to win it like nobody ever before. You know, we'd go in, we'd blast the hell out of countries. Shouldn't have gone in. They used to say, to the victor belong the spoils. Well, we'd be the victor that would leave.
Oh, I know.
People that didn't know what the hell they were doing.
It's a disgrace.
As Commander-in-Chief, I never forget that our ultimate strength does not come from equipment. It comes from the men and women of the rank and file. That's true. It comes from you people, incredible people, good-looking people.
And Jackie Heinrich live in Tokyo. Hi, Jackie.
The beautiful people, so beautiful. The most wonderful. Oh, the most beautiful people in America. No, the world. The most beautiful in the world. How could you not love him?
Good morning to you guys. President Trump has a new friend in Japan's first female prime minister, Sanae Takaishi, who was just
Takaishi. No, this is a big deal, like for real, guys. Like it's not the fact that she's a woman. It has nothing to do with it. She's actually, if you've seen her and looked at some of her stuff, she's very, very fit for the position. She's very confident. She's very kind. She's very feminine, but she's very powerful as well. She carries all of these things in a balance. I don't even think Tulsi Gabbard is as complete as Takaishi is. So it's really cool to see that we're entering this age where we can have leaders that are built to lead, and it doesn't matter whether male or female. We just don't want a DEI president or leader, as far as president goes. We don't want an incompetent woman. I mean, I'm not afraid of having a woman in power. That's not what worries me, although the emotional stuff will be kept in check with the cabinet and administration and all that. But what scares me the most is most women, and I do mean most, do not have the capabilities or the faculties to lead. They're too emotional. They're too reckless. They're too driven by other things. They're not, So I really like Takaishi because she is very, very well composed. She's very strong, very kind, but also a good friend to the U.S., and you'll see that here.
elected, came into office about a week ago. She's conservative, a protege of
Cheers.
President Trump's friend, the former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe. And
Shinzo,
she not
yeah.
only wooed President Trump with a lot of personal gestures, but she also followed through on a deal that was struck by her predecessor
That's
this
right.
last summer
Yeah.
to invest $550 billion in the U.S.
That's a lot.
Equivalent to a tenth of Japan's economy. That investment, despite its debt, in exchange
of
for a
dadgum
lower
money.
tariff rate of 15%. Both sides, though.
That's critical, guys. 15% on Japanese. Do you know what we were paying? If you don't, I encourage you to look it up. It's baffling, and this is such a good thing for the U.S. There's going to be so much powerful and good things coming from this. And I mean, we haven't even begun to see this. I mean, you got to understand for these tariffs to really do their magic, we need longer than just the 6 to 8 months Trump has been in office. Like we need years. And the difference is once these tariffs kick in and we're starting to get this residual income, um, innovation, manufacturing, all of these things are going to just take a boom. People are going to be hiring like crazy. Trump's tax cuts are incentivizing businesses to full scale innovate and to bring on new people. That creates jobs, that creates growth. When people get more money, they're paid more. When they have tax cuts, they're paid more. So they spend more. Spending more jumpstarts the economy, as we saw in the Great Depression. Um, it's literally there's no negative side effects to what we're seeing now, and it's just an awesome time to be alive, guys.
Appeared
I know
very
I pause a lot. I'm
pleased
sorry.
when the first
Get on these rants.
$490 billion was announced this morning.
We had a phenomenal day here in Japan with a momentous trade
Where'd she
deal.
go?
We had a big, beautiful trade deal for
Big,
both
beautiful
countries.
trade deal.
In fact, to the best of my knowledge, I think Japan also had their best stock market day ever.
That's
So
good.
Your new prime minister is doing very well.
Japan and the U.S. also agreed to ramp up mining and production of rare earth minerals, all the more critical in light of China's near monopoly on that industry and its threat to throttle the entire world's
I
tech
love that.
transactions with aggressive export controls. And Japan will increase defense spending, heeding President Trump's call, and deepening
like her.
defense cooperation with the U.S. as China looms over this region.
The cherished alliance between
Do you see that big old hug he gave her? He gave her a big, beautiful hug, guys. I love that.
the United States and Japan is one of the most remarkable relationships
She has a really pretty
in the
smile.
entire world. Really, there's never been anything like it. Born out of the ashes of a terrible war, our bond.
I hate that. I hate that. She has to just sit there and smile. You can see she's kind of smirking a little bit when he said "born out of the ashes," because we in the previous life we did some bad things to Japan. Um, there was the bombing of Pearl Harbor, okay, but man, we shouldn't have done what we did. We shouldn't have done what we. I mean, we really shouldn't have.
Bond has grown over 8 decades into the
Look at her.
beautiful friendship that we have. It's a foundation of peace and security in the Pacific.
There's
Rallying the
China.
troops aboard the USS George Washington, the president said in another
Xi.
tacit message to Xi
Mr.
Jinping,
Xi.
the first batch of missiles
Look, like he's so close. Like he's like, this is what my breath smells like, and then he winks at him.
for Japan's F-35s will arrive next week ahead of schedule. Trump is expected to meet Xi on his next stop in South Korea after the two sides agreed to halt China's
Trump
rare
and
earth
Xi,
export controls
Xi
for a year.
look a lot the same. I mean, they're relatively the same height. They're relatively a thicker build. They're tall. They're imposing. They're collected. These are both extremely. These two people right here are the most powerful people on planet Earth right now. It's really cool.
Year, averting Trump's 100% additional terror threat that was set for next week. The president also wants China to stop buying Russian oil and resume buying American.
That's going to be hard to do. That's going to be hard to do because so much of their infrastructure requires it. Their trade, their manufacturing, vehicles. I mean, yeah, they can buy it elsewhere. Like instead of buying it from Russia, let's buy from Saudi Arabia or let's buy from the Middle East or, something like that. But it's hard to do, especially when China and Russia have such a great relationship. I don't see Trump getting that to pass unless there's, because Xi isn't a fool. That's going to be a hard one to pass.
American soybeans. He also said he would possibly extend his trip if North Korea's Kim Jong-un wants to meet.
I like Kim
Okay,
Jong-un,
keep us posted,
Rocket Man.
Jackie. Thank you.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to
All right.
subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page.
I know I would get something to eat right before we finish the video. But anyway, been at work all day. Haven't had not even a 5-minute break to get some lunch, so I'm starving. I hope you guys did enjoy that video. It's such a wonderful thing, like with Trump, and I know there's a lot of people who don't necessarily like him. That's fine. I love Trump for his power and his leadership. I like Trump because regardless of his personality, he's getting results. That's something that Biden, Obama, Bush, they could not do. Bill Clinton, none of these presidents could do what Trump's doing. Even Ronald Reagan, considered the greatest president of all time, Trump's stats are better now. It's just give the man some credit. You can hate him all you want. I don't like his personality because I think he's playing like an MTV character. Because from what I've heard and what other people have said, he's not like that when you're talking to him in person. Yeah, he cusses a lot, but they say he's very genuine, very kind. He's not this arrogant, boastful, bragging. He just does that because he knows the liberal media is going to crucify him if he says anything. So he wants to say and set the record straight because they're going to try and twist everything he says because they just hate him. So it's like he created this character to avoid the liberal media, spitting on him. And then the liberal media takes him that way and turns that character that he's made to avoid the liberal media's lies. And the liberal media has turned him into the arch villain. So everyone hates him because of the liberal media. But I think if the liberal media didn't cover half as much garbage and they actually reported truthful stuff, I don't think anyone hardly would hate Trump at all. I don't think he would be nationally hated like he is in the United States. But then again, he won the election and he didn't win by a little bit. He won by a landslide, it said. So, maybe there's more Trumpers than not, and that's a good thing. So, again, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me produce more content and keep motivated to keep doing this. I appreciate you taking time and watching, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Peace.